Welcome back, lovelies. Today I wanted to talk about my service dog's anxiety tasks. I've touched a lot on anxiety and when it's a disability and whatnot, but I wanted to just do a specific video just for her anxiety tasks. So anxiety, if you haven't seen my other video, is a disability, and it depends on the severity, but it can be a disability. And the service dog may be a good option. I don't recommend for anxiety. If you have social anxiety, it's very rough because all the attention is on you constantly, and that's a bit of a problem for me. But if you don't care about that, if having a service dog outweighs the bad parts, then go for it. I have pretty severe anxiety, and part of the problem is I have a lot of panic attacks, as well as with my POTS, it causes my adrenaline to be constantly high, and so I'm constantly in a state of panic and anxiety, which makes it very easy to trigger me or make things worse. So that is one of the helpful reasons I have Luna, is to help me with that and to help lower that, which is pretty awesome. I do go over a lot of this in my psychiatric service dog task stuff. I think I have some tasks to add, but also just discuss it in an anxiety standpoint, because every time I run into someone who wants a service dog, they're usually for anxiety. The first task is panic attack alert, and this is obviously helpful because I can't always tell if I'm having a panic attack, especially if it sneaks up on me. I'm already at a high state of anxiety, and then it slowly climbs, and like a crab in a boiling pot, I don't really notice until it's bad. And so Luna can alert this. It's very helpful. It's not helpful when she's part of the reason causing it, like with everyone staring at me and harassing me and stuff because of her. That's not fun. For panic attack alert, she usually boops me twice or paws at me, or whatever way she can get me to listen to her, that's what she does. Next, she has that panic attack response, and what she does for that is things like her tactile stimulation task, which will help calm me down and help me to focus. Another is DPT, which is deep pressure therapy, and it triggers your nervous system to go into rest mode instead of being in fight or flight mode. And this is a great way, because of my POTS and dysautonomia, it's a great way to calm down my autonomic nervous system. And I definitely recommend, but it's also, while it helps both, it's incredibly helpful for calming you down. It lowers your heart rate, it helps produce better chemicals, stop producing all of that adrenaline, and calm down so that you can go about your day. Next, we have the tactile stimulation, which we've already gone over, which is for her mainly licking or laying so that I can rub her and focus on her. One of the things I do for panic attacks is hyperventilate, and so Luna has a specific task, which is hyperventilation response. So whenever I'm hyperventilating, she starts I'm saying aggressively, but very forcefully licking my face and laying on me and pawing at me and just trying to get me to be like, hey, it's okay, calm down. It's weird to train at first because, you're just randomly hyperventilating in your room, and it's a little weird, or if you do it out in public and people will stare at you, but it's a very helpful task. Next we have behavior interruption, and usually I classify this under my skin picking disorder, but I know so many people who have anxiety that pick, and for me it's a huge issue, and I have skin picking disorder, where I am like picking at everything. My body's covered in scars from it. And what happens a lot is people pick their fingernails or their lips or their ears. And this is obviously not good. It's a form of self-harm. And so Luna is trained to stop that by pawing at me and eventually jumping on me if I'm not listening to her. She gets very upset if I ignore her, but it's very helpful. Lastly, we have crowd control, which is that circling around me, because I have one of my panic attack triggers is having lots of people around and them too close. So when they're in their personal space, I cannot handle when people are in my personal space. So what Luna does is she circles around me and makes sure to give us that sort of bubble so that people won't get near me. Now, it's not helpful when people want to pet her, but it's helpful to get a little space from everyone else. I think those are about it for my anxiety stuff. If you have any ideas, it'd be wonderful. I love hearing more. I've trained pretty much everything I think I could find on it, so I would love to hear if you find any other tasks that are helpful for anxiety. I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope this video makes sense. I know it's pretty similar to my other ones, but I really want to just talk this specifically. So, yeah. Have a great day, and thanks for watching.